Welcome back into HQ. So I am going to say that we did bring this to your attention about a month ago. Players in the MVP race like LeBron, Luka Doncic, they need to keep an eye on Joel Embiid because sure enough, the 76ers star was working his way up as a favorite. And now he is the favorite. Taking a look at the latest MVP odds, Joel Embiid has jumped the way he has. He's averaging 30.2 points per game, almost 12 rebounds. And as our Colin Ward-Henniger points out, this is really interesting. If you're talking value, the 76ers 14 points per 100 possessions better when Joel Embiid is on the floor. Let's talk midseason awards. Let's welcome in the champ, Rip Hamilton here. Rip, we're getting ready to come back from the All-Star break. So taking a look at the first half of the season, handing out some awards. And let's start with MVP. Who are you going with?
Amanda, I'm gonna have to go with Joel Embiid. It was definitely hard not to pick the old man in Los Angeles, LeBron James. But Joel Embiid is playing great basketball. The one thing that I love about him, he came into the season in shape and ready to go. And when you look at his stat line, he's averaging 30 points a game. He's shooting 52% from the field, and he leads the NBA in free throw attempts. And what does that mean? That means this year he's making it a conscious effort to go on the block and punish smaller guys in the paint, and he's doing a good job of pick and roll and knocking down the three, shooting 41% from the three-point line. So I just think he's playing great basketball right now. The Sixers are #1 in the East. And the biggest thing I take of his success is that he trusts Doc Rivers and allows Doc Rivers to put him in the best position possible on the floor.
I also want to point out, people can check out all of our midseason awards on CBSSports.com. 7 of the 10 experts, including you, did pick Joel Embiid for MVP, so that's pretty interesting. Rip, let's talk about Rookie of the Year. You and I were on together the night of the NBA draft. There were a handful of guys you were pretty excited about, but it appears that one of them is running away with it. Who do you have, Rip?
I'm still going with Melo Ball. I had him in preseason Rookie of the Year, and midseason I have the same. He's done a great job with this team, especially when they put him in the starting lineup. 15 games that he started, he's been averaging 20 points a game, 6 rebounds and 6 assists. He's just a floor general. He's a guy that kind of brings that aura and that confidence to this young group of guys on the floor. He has all the flashes out there on the floor. He even surprised Michael Jordan, him coming out saying that he's definitely exceeded all expectations for this group. I think the more minutes he plays on the floor, the more he's going to be able to showcase his game. And he's a guy that I think could be an all-star in this league.
I still remember you have Michael Jordan's phone number in your phone. You're not willing to share it, but I know it's there. Let's talk Defensive Player of the Year. Rip, you're going with Ben Simmons. I loved his matchup with Luka Doncic a couple weeks ago, held him to just 6 points. That is very impressive. So why Ben Simmons for you?
Because of that. I mean, Ben Simmons takes challenges on the floor. He's a guy that could have easily won Defensive Player of the Year last year. He was first team all defense until he got hurt and missed multiple games last season. But the thing that I love about him is his versatility. He can guard all 5 guys on the floor. And when you're a guy at 6'9", sometimes you can't guard the shorter and quicker guys. He's capable and able to do that. The one stat that a lot of people might think that is not a stat, he's leading the NBA in deflections. And I didn't even know that was a stat or something that coaches really looked at until I got to Chicago playing with Coach Tibbs, and that was a stat he always will point out, how many deflections that we would get. So that just shows that, you know, this kid is everywhere on the defense end. He can guard multiple positions on the floor. So, in my opinion, he's the guy.
Rip, I love this one. 6th Man of the Year award for the first half of the season. Who's your pick?
I'm going to go with Jordan Clarkson. He's a guy that could easily start for this Utah Jazz team. He's leading all players coming off the bench and scoring. He's averaging 17 points a game, which is second on that Utah Jazz team. But the thing that I love about him, he is instant offense. He doesn't need time to warm up. Most guys that when they come on the floor, they need a couple minutes to kind of get warmed up. I kind of needed that at time with Hot Pack and a little bit of Ben Gay. But he's instant offense right out. As soon as he gets out on the floor, he's able to create, take pressure off Donovan Mitchell, and they can run the offense through him. So he's my pick for 6th Man of the Year so far this season.
Hot Pack and a little Ben Gay. Now we know your secret. Let's talk about Coach of the Year. We'll wrap it up with that. I will say it as a coach we saw in the All-Star game, but Rip Hamilton, which one?
I'm going with Quinn Snyder. He's done a great job with this Utah Jazz team. Nobody expect them to be #1 in the NBA. Me neither. I was not a believer. But I think the one thing that he does with this group is he understands what he has on the floor, and he tells them, hey, in order for them to win games, they have to be great on the defensive end. They're top 5 in the NBA in defense efficiency and top 5 on the offensive end also. But I think that the thing that I love about him, the guys on the floor trust him. They understand that, hey, he's the coach and he's going to put them in best position as possible. And when you got a guy like Jordan Clarkson, a guy that can be on the floor and be in the starting lineup, you have to trust your coach when you're the second leading scorer on the team and know that, hey, it's better for you to come off the bench for this team to be more productive. So I'm going with Quinn. He's done an excellent job for this Utah Jazz team so far this season. Two months so far already. He's been coach of the month, so he's been very impressive.
Rip Hamilton, we love getting your picks. Those are your awards for the first half of the season. I told you off camera you look great. I love that shirt. I want to tell you on camera as well. Thanks so much, Rip Hamilton. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.